And surprise commentary has arrived. Hello, Miran.
Hello, hello. Yeah, great to be back commentating for the GP4 OC once again, as we are here at Silverstone for qualifying, and I believe the race as well.
Yeah, both
Um,
races.
both races. So yeah, we're here for a double round at Silverstone, and I think it is about to be an exciting one as we're here for qualifying at the moment around the home of British motor racing. Yeah, a bit late, but hopefully you guys can excuse me on that.
Better late than
As
never.
Yeah, exactly. Bit late than never. As it stands, it's currently Andrei Sazonov, who is on provisional pole with 22 minutes remaining, followed by Jafari Blackwood in P2 and then Jake Tildesley in P3. Got some other guys on their laps at the moment.
Blake Moore is the only one on flying lap at the moment. And gets held up.
Oh.
Bad luck because he had already an electrical issue in the car.
Yeah, I think that was the was it the Renault maybe? Yeah, the Renault Sturt held him up there, so I think that's gonna ruin his lap a bit, I think. So I don't think, yeah, 1.1 off in the first sector then. Don't see this being an improvement for the Brit in the Vauxhall. As he is currently not set a lap time.
Yeah, he had to stop his lap because of the electrical issue.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what lap time it will be for him at least, as he heads through the that's not the final corner, sorry, that's this Stowe. And I believe... No, wait, I've got this completely wrong. God, I don't know. That's not Stowe.
This is
This is
the
Brooklands and Luffield.
bridge layout.
Oh, okay. Let me just get that up on my screen real quick. Here we are.
So just a little bit of information from my part because I wasn't expecting to commentate. I have food in the oven, which means that probably soon I have to stop commentating myself for a little bit or commentate very little because I'll be eating here while doing the hosting at the same time.
Yeah, it's fine. I could do it alone, no problem.
I will, whenever needed, I will say stuff.
Yeah. As Michael Orfield set the lap time there, he goes P2 just behind Andrei Sazonov. Very, very close in the top four as everyone just separated by just under a tenth of a second. Here's Marvel Koenig, I guess he's going to cross the line, no improvement. Bella Nourville, let's see what it will be for the Volvo driver, no improvement. But let's see, Paul Sazonov can't improve either. Zachary Fitzwater does improve, but he stays P13 as here's Toby Holloway, who will cross the line. He goes P8. Igor Peter will also cross the line right about now. He stays P13. Kaya Mortella goes up one position as he's P8 now. Bruno de Barros, one of few drivers in BTCC who's done more than 2 seasons. He will cross the line now, goes P5. Here's Jafari Blackwood, knocked down to P3. Can he recuperate? He can't, but Julian Almeida takes the provisional pole away from Andrei Sazonov.
Yep, good lap for him. And Jackson,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. And that is a very big improvement for Brandon Jackson as he takes provisional pole away from Almeida by 0.2 of a second. A very, very good lap time from Jackson. And that is him taking provisional pole. Let's see Jake Tildesley as he will cross the line. It's no improvement for him. Emil Nilsson, the Estonian. Let's see where he will go as he's going to cross the line now. No improvement. That was a very, very poor lap time. Rubino Gonzalez improves, but he stays P21. Let's see Patrick Borghi as he will not improve on this lap. Miran Evji in the meanwhile, he's going to cross the line as well. No improvement for him. Jonatas Martins, let's see if he can improve. No improvement for him. I think Fitzwater and Holloway might be on laps. No, Fitzwater is into the pits. So is Toby Holloway. I think some guys might still be on their... I think most people are on their in-laps now. See Igor Peter coming in. Here's Bruno de Barros, as he's heading around the track. So is the Jamaican Jafari Blackwood, as he is just in hot pursuit of, I think that is the Peugeot, I believe, just ahead of him. Not very sure. But they're both into the pits. Everyone's coming in after their second run. James Sturge is on a lap time here, and is running. No, he isn't. Into the pits he goes. But a very, very interesting second run then for the drivers. Brandon Jackson takes provisional pole with Julian Almeida in P2, as Andrei Sazonov has been demoted down to P3. Michael Orfield split Sazonov and Blackwood as well up at the top, which is quite interesting. So your top 5 at the moment is Jack.
Just a moment.
Yeah, no problem. So Jackson, Almeida, Sazonov, Orfield, and Blackwood. That is your P. There's your top 5 at the moment. Here's Ewan Carpenter. The Irishman is making his way around the track. I think there's going to be an in-lap for him, as he's the only guy out on track at the moment. But very, very interesting. For those watching in the chat, leave your poll predictions below. Would always like to hear what the fans think about it, and we have something to discuss as well. If I had to give a prediction for pole, I would probably say Andrei Sazonov. Hasn't taken a pole this season yet, but he's had really, really good form. 2 race wins, and he's looking pretty good in qualifying at the moment. With 15 minutes remaining, I definitely think he could get a good lap time in.
Just to note that I'm back.
Yeah. Hello again, Yuri.
So yeah, now eating and commentating at the same time will be fun. I'll be muted, of course, when I eat. So you don't need to hear that.
Yeah, bon appetit, Yuri. Yeah, Ewan Carpenter, I believe, is the first man to start a lap in his BMW as he pounds around the track. There's 2 other cars behind him exited out of the pits. Don't really know who that was. As he heads down the Hanger Straight, I think that is. No, this is... Yeah, no, that is Hanger Straight. Or no, I think I'm misremembering the corners, honestly. But yeah, there are 2 cars behind the Carpenter on track there. Don't quite know who that is. Carpenter in the middle sector, then 8/10 off the pole time. That should put him about equal with Miran Evji in the top 10. As the Irishman is down in P19, sorry. He's all the way down there. I think it could be an improvement for Carpenter. Let's see, as he will come around a few final corners. What will it be for Ewan Carpenter, as he's going to cross the line now? And no, it's no improvement for him. Bruno de Barros and Brandon Jackson are going to start their laps. As here's Marvel Koenig getting overtaken by... who was that again? I don't know. I think that is Rubino Gonzalez, who got past Koenig on track there. So, bit of a dual 4-track position. I don't think Koenig's going to try to re-overtake him. I think he probably is, but yeah, we will see. as everyone is out on track except for who is that again? Martins, right? Yeah. As we see improvements, Szymon Mutka up into 8th place. Good lap time from the Polish driver. That's him into the top 10. As that will knock Miran Evgen and Kaio Moratelli out of the points. But no one able to get himself into the top 5. Let's see if that will change though. As here's Toby Holloway in the Vauxhall as he will cross the line just about now. And no improvement for him. Next across the line would be Rubinho Gonzalez and Kaya Moratelli. They're going to cross the line just virtually side by side. No improvement. And Michael Arfield next across the line. No improvement for the Brit. As Eoin Carpenter's into the pits. Let's see Paulman Jackson. If he can improve. Doesn't necessarily need to improve. But let's see if he can get an improvement. As he will cross the line. And no, it's no improvement, which is expected. Bruno de Barros can't go faster. Neither can Igor Peter. Andrei Sazonov, can he improve? No, 1.3 off. Zachary Fitzwater does improve. Gets himself up to 3rd place. Let's see Bella Newerville as she gets herself into P13. Just behind her Volvo teammate Miran Evgi. As Jafari Blackwood is next to cross the line. Let's see if he can get himself up into the top as he goes P2. Great lap time from the Jamaican. James Sturt gets himself into the top 10 as he gets into 10th place. Marvo Koenig's into the pits. Rubinho Gonzalez is going to finish the lap. Let's see what it will be for Gonzalez as he will cross the line in his Toyota Carina. But it won't be an improvement. 3.4 seconds off, so he must have got it held up on his lap. Jake Tildesley though, let's see if he can improve. No, he cannot. Miran Evgi, the Swede in the Volvo, is going to cross the line. P2 from the Swede. Very good lap from him. Just goes 2,000 of a second faster than Jafari Blackwood there. As he gets himself into 2nd place. Cam Moratelli's into the pits. Emil Nilsson, the Estonian, as he's side by side with Patrick Borgi. As they head side by side into the final corner. Let's see what it will be for Nilsson. As he will cross the line. No improvement for him. Neither will it be for Borgi. As I think Brandon Jackson's on his in-lap here. Yeah, that is everyone on their in-laps. Then a very, very interesting top 5. As we see everyone just get into the pits. So, very interesting then. Jafari Blackwood with a pretty good lap. Able to get himself P2. Which later then turned into P3 as Miran Evgi. Pretty surprised position for him as he got P2 there. Just about a 10th off Brandon Jackson for pole. A very, very dominant time for Brandon Jackson. I do not think anyone is going to beat that. So, yeah. But, I don't know. We'll see. There's still 9.5 minutes remaining in qualifying. So, we'll see if anyone is able to mount a challenge to Brandon Jackson, because that was a very, very good lap time from the Brit, I have to be honest. As yeah, everyone's in the pits. Martins and Nilsson, and then Borg and Mutka, I think, are coming into the pits as well. I think actually Mutka might be on an out lap. I don't quite know, but yeah, let's see. As Jonatas Martins in the Renault dealer racing car, pounding around the track at the moment, as I think he is on an out lap. Yeah, he is. Martin's currently sitting in P21. He's doing pretty well actually in this season. Obviously he won at the first round at Donington in the sprint race, so he did pretty well there. And I'd say he's a pretty good title challenger to the likes of Blackwood and Sazonov, but then again, Blackwood is 20 points ahead, and Sazonov is 20 points ahead of Blackwood. So let's see if Martins can get a good result today. That could help him greatly in the championship fight. But I think the two main challengers today, or this season, are definitely going to be, or it's definitely going to be Sazonov and Blackwood for sure. Both of them have 2 wins to their name. And yeah, just 2 great talents all around. It's gonna be very, very interesting to see how this season is gonna pan out with the championship battle between them. As let's see, Jonatas Martins, as he's just gonna go through the second sector, what it will be for the Brazilian in the Renault. Ooh, very, very good middle sector for him, as he's just 0.08 of a second off Jackson's pole time. This could probably get him into the top 5 for sure. Let's see though, as we follow the Renault around the track. As he's just gonna about finish the lap, as I think he rounds Luffield now. And then onto the final corner, Woodcut. Let's see what it will be for Jonatas Martins, as he will cross the line now. And it is P8 for Martin, so getting himself into the points at least. I think he lost out in the third sector. Shimon Mutka is on a lap time here, 0.5 off. So I don't think he's on. No, he's not improving on his personal best, so it's not looking to be an improvement for the Polish driver in the Mazda. Mutka as well, not doing well at all, and only 1 point to his name, which was at the first round at Donington. He's just kind of been struggling the entire season. He's had 3 retirements to his name, so he's not really been the luckiest out of the bunch. Let's see if that will change. As Marvo Koenig now is going to set a lap time here. Let's see if he can improve. No, he cannot. As that is, yeah, a lap. As Ewan Carpenter, the Irishman, currently on a lap as he heads through Brooklands and Luffield now. The final few corners. Really have to have the right line through Luffield. A very, very tricky corner to nail as he heads through Woodcut, the final corner. Let's see what it will be for Ewan Carpenter. Can he get himself out of P21? Let's see. He can, but he only goes up 1 position as he now goes up into P20. Here's Igor Peter, the Brazilian, who won last time at Alton Park for Team Dynamics. Let's see if Igor Peter can get himself out of P18, improves, but he can't get himself out of P18, unfortunately. Julian Almeida, the Argentinian, he will cross the line. No improvement for him. Toby Holloway does improve, though. P13 as Bruno de Barros gets himself up into 8th. James Sturt is next to cross the line alongside Bellanuerville, as Caio Moratelli takes provisional pole away from Brandon Jackson. But can Jackson respond to that? He's going to cross the line now. Jackson can't take pole. It's looking to be the pole from Moratelli. Sazano can't challenge. Arfield goes P6. Let's see if Blackwood, can he mount a pole position challenge? I don't think he can. He can't. Might that be Caio Moratelli who takes pole? As Zachary Fitzwater is going to cross the line. He can't improve. The final cars to cross the line is going to be Carpenter, Borgi, and then FG, I think. Let's watch Ewan Carpenter, though. As he's just coming around Brooklands. And then on to Luffield. He really has to nail the Sector 3. As no, he's into the pits. Okay, so he's aborted that lab. Rubinho Gonzalez is... I think he's on a lap here. Yeah, let's see Gonzalez then, the man in last place, if he can get himself out of P22. As he will just cross the line right about now. And it is. He gets himself up into P18. Miran Evji will be the final car to cross the line in P3. Let's see if he can challenge for pole. As the man in the Volvo 850 is going to just come around the final corner woodcut. And no, it's no improvement for Miran Evji. He stays P3. Either way, a pretty good qualifying for him. Here's Evji's team at Neurville. As she comes into the pit. So does Moratelli. Patrick Borgi, I think, will be the final car to cross the line. Yeah. So let's see Borgi then in the Nissan. As let's see if the Italian can improve as he will cross the line. No, it's no improvement for Patrick Borgi. he stays P16. So we just got about 2 minutes remaining. I think Martins is on a lap. It's just about 2 minutes remaining. Everyone is finished apart from Martins, Nilsson, and Carpenter. Though I don't know, Carpenter is in the pits, so. But let's see if Martins and Nilsson can improve. They did actually manage to get out of the pit, so they are still going, surprisingly. But let's see if they can improve. Martins is P10, and Nilsson's in last, so I think he has a pretty good reason of going out. FG still pounding around the circuit, but I don't think he'll get a lap in, unfortunately.
We will go straight away in about 2 minutes. This will allow us to put a few laps in. Also because that anyway the primes we don't expect the best time to come.
Jonatas Martins then, the man from Brazil for Renault Dealer Racing, the numbers 36 Renault Laguna. As he will come around the final corner to start his flying lap. As yeah, he will just about missed out to doing another lap, but yeah, Martins is on a lap. Carpenter is out of the pit, so I think he's actually, did he maybe actually miss it? I don't know. Nilsson's probably on the lap here somewhere, but we're gonna stay on board with Martins for now. As there is the BMW, I think, is that Carpenter? Yes, it is. The BMW Motorsport Team number 2 car of Ewan Carpenter. Just ahead of Jonatas Martins there on track. As we're just gonna see Martin's sector 2 time. I missed the sector 1 time, but let's see what it will be for the Brazilian. As we've got about half a minute remaining in qualifying now. And yeah, 3/10 off, so we could see an improvement for Martins, but sector 3 is where it's going to count. As he now heads through Brooklands and then onto Luffield. The final corner, Carpenter's going to be first across the line. Let's see what it will be for Ewan Carpenter first. As, oh no, he's actually starting his lap, but I think he missed it. Did he? I think he might have done it. Let's see, Martins though. Yeah, he missed it. Hello, Yuri. But, yeah, Martins can't improve. Let's see Nilsson though, as he's just coming around Luffield now. Let's see if Nilsson can set an improvement. As he will go around Woodcut now. Let's see if the Estonian man can get himself out of last place. He can, goes P11. Very needed improvement for Nilsson as he goes into 11th place. Just misses out on the points, but that is qualifying, and it is Caio Moratelli, a first pole for the Brazilian in BTCC. Very, very interesting grid then. We'll go through the starting grid in a bit, but here's your quick rundown then. So, I guess we'll go 4x4.
You'll have to do the whole grid for this.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. So, it is Caio Moratelli for Mazda Racing, a first pole for the Brazilian, as he will start P1 ahead of the race here at Silverstone with Brandon Jackson, P2 for Nissan. On the second row is Miran FG for Volvo as he starts in 3rd place. I'll accompany him is Jafari Black with the championship. No, not championship leader. On the 3rd row is Julian Almeida, and accompanying him is Michael Arfield. P7 is Zachary Fitzwater, followed by championship leader Andrei Sazonov. Could not really get an improvement in the later stage of qualifying, as Bruno de Barros is P9 with Jonatas Martins rounding out the top 10. Emil Nilsson in P11 with a wrong-facing car. He starts in 11th place. Accompanying him is British Jake Tildesley in 12th. P13 is Shimon Mutka, as Blake Moore is alongside him for P14 with Toby Holloway And James 32 Brit starting P15 and P16. Patrick Borghi, the Italian, is P17 for Nissan Castrol with Bella Nuraville in the Volvo 18th place. With Rubinho Gonzalez also facing the wrong way, starting in 19th with Igor Peter for Team Dynamic in P20. And the final two cars on the grid is Peter's teammate Marvel Koenig, and Ewan Carpenter takes the final spot on the grid. So, let's get away for the race, shall we? Weather is showing clear skies here at Silverstone. So, no rain or clouds expected. As we are loading in now. That is, in fact, the wrong circuit. But, yeah, we're racing at Silverstone. Gonna be a very, very interesting race. We got our first time pole sitter. And then we have Brandon Jackson in P2. Let's see if he can do anything off the line. Let's see if Martelli can defend into Abbey. Or, sorry, it's Cops, the first corner. Sorry, yeah. As we're weighing the lights now. Martelli on pole, but can Jackson do anything? He's got 5 lights. And we are underway at Silverstone. Everyone creeping off the line. Then I think Martelli leads. Has Jackson got the jump on the Brazilian? No, I don't think so. I think Martelli leads. FG might have gotten FG side by side with I don't know who that is. That's Blackwood. Blackwood's already got FG, but it's Martelli who leads. As Blackwood's got a great start. I think he's already on the back of Brandon Jackson. As me and FG's falling down to P4 as everyone heads through Maggots and Beckett's. Martelli building up a giant lead now. As yeah, there he is. Yeah, Blackwood already into the podium positions. FG trying to re-overtake Blackwood, as I think they're almost going to make it 3 wide there. As there in the background was, I think, Michael Arfield and Jafari Blackwood going side by side. So FG gets the move done on Jafari Blackwood. He's into the points once again as Blackwood is dueling with Michael Arfield. He's been overtaken by him, actually. Zachary Fitzwater up into P6 as he's had a very good start. As Bruno De Barros defending from Jake Tilsley there for P10. As there's Brandon Jackson trying it for the lead on Kyle Martelli on the inside. And Brandon Jackson takes the lead of the race here at Silverstone. FG's going to try it on Martelli as well. Is that really going to work? I don't think so. As, my apologies, that was Julian Almeida. I don't know why I said, I don't know. But that was, yeah, Almeida who's up at the P4. He's now putting the pressure on Miran FG, who's kept that P3. But yeah, the position gain is from the start then. Jackson overtaking Martelli for the lead. Almeida is up 1. Fitzwater and Sazonov are up 2. Moore is up 4. Tilsley up 3. And De Barros is up 1 as Almeida is going to try it on FG into the Cops. FG to defend on the outside, but the inside line just has so much more grip. And Almeida into the podium position. Lap 2 of 15. Great move from Julian Almeida. As Jackson is already starting to pull away as we see everyone head through Maggots and Beckett's. Very, very interesting start then. As FG still in hot pursuit of Almeida. A bit further down the field as FG's got the run on Almeida, but Almeida blocks FG to the inside. Very, very good defensive work from Almeida. As he's having to defend from the Volvo 850. FG trying to go for it once again. He's trying everything. As there's Jafari Blackwood. And what has happened to Blackwood? He's all the way down to last place. So here's Blackwood then. I think that's I think that is Fitzwater as oh yeah. Just makes contact. Blackwood's often into the gravel. And yeah, just gets stuck there. Has to wait to get back on the grid. I would probably like to see that from Fitzwater's POV. As yeah, here we are gonna see it. So into the braking zone then. Fitzwater gets the run on Blackwood. Now there's room on the left for him. I think that probably is Fitzwater's fault for sending off Blackwood. As yeah, there he is. There's the replay of him re-entering the circuit. But it's a shame for Blackwood as well. He was running quite well. As here is Julian Almeida in the Ford Mondeo. Still defending from here, and FG, the top two are pulling away. There's FG. Ooh, late defending from Almeida. FG switches to the inside as Almeida's going to have to defend the long way round from the Swede. But the two are going to be side by side. It's 53 versus 13 as they're going to be wheel to wheel. But FG gets the move done. Very nice move from him. But once again, I do have to commend Julian Almeida for that great defense. But I do not think the battle for P3 will be over, as here we are on board with Caio Moratelli, as we're just seeing him trying to catch up to Brandon Jackson, but Jackson is just flying at the moment. He's set the fastest lap as well now, speaking of. As there is Almeida once again into Cops. He's going to try into the first corner.
I'm now fully back.
Oh, yeah. As, yeah, Moratelli's re-overtaken FG once again. Can Fitzwater stick his nose into this battle as well, as he's already on the back of me and FG? Might be a three-way battle for P3. Might be. As FG's now going to have to worry about the Australian Fitzwater. As FG's going to try it on Almeida. Fitzwater's trying it on FG as well, as FG lines up alongside the Argentinian. The two are going to go side by side. FG on the inside line. Fitzwater trying to pick up the scraps, but FG is ahead for P3. Fitzwater stays behind though for now. Yeah. But yeah, that is FG back up at the P3. Almeida. Yeah, Almeida's gonna try it on the inside of FG, and I think he does get it. Yes, he does. Julian Almeida, as this battle keeps going on, lap after lap after lap. Almeida back up at the P3. FG still wants that third place. Fitzwater trying to pick up the scraps from this battle, as he's waiting for his opportunity to strike on the pair of them. As he is remaining patient, showing his experience.
Yes, Zachary Fitzwater, very experienced driver across the OC, even drove in F1 for a few seasons, and yeah, he's been on a downhill path, but also we have to say he's very unlucky. He's every time he's about to get a result, his car fails or something like that.
Yeah, you always have those drivers, don't you? As Fitzwater actually tried it on the inside into comp, same way Almeida did it on FG, but FG actually successfully defended from that, which did actually surprise me a tiny bit. But FG's gonna really have to defend now. So Fitzwater's gonna be on the inside, heading into Stowe. Can FG defend? As he's gonna be on the outside, I don't think he can. As I think Fitzwater's got the move done, and yes, he has. Good move from Zachary Fitzwater. But I think FG's still gonna have a say about that. Fitzwater and FG dueling is good for Almeida, because he's gonna pull away from these two. Yeah, FG's.
Let's see now, the counter attack is here. Ooh, what a defense! And it gets him.
Yeah, FG's got him. Very, very aggressive defending from Zachary Fitzwater. Yeah, just stole the dummy on him there, but that's FG up at the P4 once again, as Almeida has pulled away a tiny bit. Let's see this though, the battle for the lead, as
they are quite a bit away from each other still.
Yeah, not a battle per se, but yeah, they are quite a bit away from each other. Jackson just commanding the field today, as here is Emil Nilsson in P11 at the moment, I believe.
Yep.
As wait a second. I think you need to take over just a tiny bit.
Okay, so yeah, continue the fight. There's the Barrows fighting with Michael Arfield for P8. And let's see, Arfield gets a good exit out of.
Hello.
Okay, you're back.
Yeah, so this is Arfield on the Barros, yes. As Michael Arfield's going to be in the inside of the Brazilian, the Barros, as the two are going to go side by side. Very, very clean and nice racing. As the Barros going to have the inside line into the Vale chicane now, but Arfield gets it. Michael Orfield in the... Oh,
What
yeah.
happened there?
I think a slight touch between Borja and Mutka. Oh yeah, just very, very aggressive. Too aggressive defending from Simon Mutka there. Borja wasn't prepared for that. I think that was Mutka's fault, definitely. Oh, and that is James Sturt without a bonnet. And what may have happened to Sturt, may I wonder, is Igor Peter on the inside. Oh dear. And yeah, just makes contact from him. And I think Sturt maybe have turned in. I probably should see. I think we need to see that from the onboard of Peter. As he actually spins round. He makes contact with Blackwood and Koenig. Let's see this. As he's on the... No, he actually just understeers a bit. But I don't think... I don't think Sturt turned in there. So Peter just kind of understeered into Sturt. And then spun round and hit Blackwood and Koenig. As, wow, look at this absolute kerfuffle. Blackwood, Koenig, Sturt, and then Neuerville involved in this as well. As, yeah, Sturt just got overtaken by Bella Neuerville, who was running in last now. Not anymore. Good news for Andrei Sazonov, though, as he is, I believe, the only driver in the top 3 in the championship standings to be in the points at the moment. So he will extend his championship lead over Blackwood. So it was a very, very crucial, yeah, just very crucial incident for Jafari Blackwood. Here's Marvel Koenig. Oh, a bit on the curbs there. Let's see a replay of that. Going wide a bit. And yeah, that just completely upset the car. Wow. Silverstone curbs. As there was a battle up ahead there between Blackwood and Peter. So Jafari trying to cut his way through the field.
Yeah, Blackwood still showing some good speed even after a bad start to the race, and maybe his job now is to just rise up as high as possible to gain chances in the feature race.
Yeah, obviously I do believe it is a reverse grid for the sprint race.
No, it will be the same grid as the race result of this race.
Okay, yeah. As yeah, many battles in the many battles further back, the battles in the lead have calmed down a bit. Even Carpenter in pursuit of Simon Mutka, as he's gonna try to overtake the Mazda of Mutka, as they are very, very close to each other at the moment. I think Carpenter could probably try the move into Copse, as they're just going to cross the start-finish line now. I think he could definitely get the run into Copse. Let's see if he can. I don't think he actually does. No, he can't just yet. So he will stay put, but he's actually going to try it into Maggots, as Mutka closes him out there. I think it would have been a bit dangerous to go side by side through Maggots and Beckett's. But still a point for bravery from Carpenter. But Mutka just closed the door there. Very, very aggressive defending, I've noticed, from Simon Mutka. So yeah, look at this, just forcing him wide completely there. But yeah, Carpenter cannot get past him. As yeah, once again, trying to clear the Polish driver. Still... It's been stuck behind him for a lap. I think that's going to allow... I believe that is Emil Nilsson behind, is that not? As he tries it on Mutka now. That's Rubin Gonzalez. As... No, cannot get it. Just lost out a bit there. Meanwhile, at the front, it is quiet, as Brandon Jackson leads from Kaya Moratelli by 1.5 seconds. Jackson really commanding this race, putting on a very good show for the home fans.
Yep, very clean and commanding performance so far.
Yeah, he's also going to be the first British driver this season to win, if he does pick up the win, obviously, and nothing happens. And I think at home soil as well will feel pretty nice for Brandon Jackson. And I believe it's going to be Nissan's first win this season as well.
I think it will.
Yeah, it will. Only Peugeot, Renault, and BMW have won races. As there's a battle in the background, Borje versus Gonzalez. As Borje is going to be on the inside, trying to make the move on Rubinho Gonzalez, and he gets it done. Ewan Carpenter, though, the Irishman's just been absolutely stuck behind Szymon Mutka. He's not able to get past, but I think he's remained patient and trying to wait for his chances to get past the Polish driver. He's going to try it now on the outside, but yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't get the run on him. As Carpenter's going to try it again, that's not going to work, and it does not. Shame though, I think it is quite showing that Carpenter does have a bit more pace than Mutka at the moment, but he's not able to get past the Mazda at the moment, and it's kind of backing him into Patrick Borje as well. As I think Borje is looking set to strike for a move very shortly.
Apparently we have been pronouncing Carpenter's name wrong. Apparently the first name is pronounced Owen.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, thank you, Evan. Appreciate it.
Looks like the top two is staying stable. And
yeah.
Here goes Carpenter.
Yeah, Owen Carpenter on Mutka. Yeah, he gets it. And finally, that is Carpenter ahead of Szymon Mutka. I think Patrick Borje is going to try it on Mutka as well. And no, it does not. Just a bit too far away to get the move done.
Yeah, that was never going to work out for him.
Yeah. As here's Julian Almeida. FG's not been able to catch up to him, so he has been just sitting pretty in P3 at the moment. As here's the onboard with FG there, you can just see the Ford of Almeida.
The gap is to Fitzwater. FG and Fitzwater gap is now 2.1. They were obviously fighting at the start of the race.
Yeah. But yeah, not a lot happening at the front. I think top 6 especially quiet. I think it's this region, top somewhere between 14th to 18th we're seeing.
Yeah, all of the action is at the back at the moment, and here's Borky having a bad run in Magus Beckett, but still he might be able to get Mutka coming into here on that straight, and there's Carpenter is fighting with Martins. Oh, here's 3 wide.
3 wide, as it's down to 2 wide again, as Mutka is defending from Rubinho Gonzalez.
Gonzalez wins in that one.
Yeah. Inside line into Stowe is just quite a lot better. Gonzalez also overtook Borje as well, I think.
Yeah, he took them both by surprise.
Impressive. Yeah, impressive stuff from Rubinho Gonzalez.
And there they go again. I think there's going to be contact.
Oh
no, they just managed to avoid it.
Very, very close between the two. As Borje tried to stick his nose into there. Jeb Blackwood is getting involved in this, as he's gonna try to clear these guys. Let's see if he is able to, though, as these are proving to be a thrifty bunch. Ori trying to get past Mutka. He's gonna try it again. Simon Mutka is not an easy person to get past. He's proven that for sure. But let's see, as Blackwood's gonna try into Bori on the inside into Stowe. Let's see if he can get this done, as Bori's gonna defend on the outside, and Blackwood cannot get the move done. As they head through Maggots and Beckett's, Blackwood trying to follow Bori through these high-speed corners. I think he's going to have a good chance of trying into Stowe. Here he goes on the outside of Patrick Bori. I don't think it's going to work, as he doesn't. He switches to the inside of the Italian. Can he get it done, as he's going to be on the inside line? Can't quite get it, though. As Bori trying to have a look on Mutka. I thought Blackwood might have actually tried on the inside there, but he did not.
Yeah, Mutka seems to be quite slow at the moment, holding the others up. And oh, is it a dive? Oh, it is.
It is, and that is Bori ahead of Mutka. I think he just got a bit frustrated and just tried to move there, as Blackwood is now trying to get Simon Mutka. I think I do agree with you that yeah, Simon is holding everyone up by quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely is. And of course the battle is at the back, so I don't think it's too bad for the others. There's no huge points that can be gained by these guys.
I think one person we should mention is Toby Holloway, from P15 to P9.
Yeah, good race performance for sure.
And Jake Tilsley up 5 positions as well. That is pretty good from him.
Yeah, and obviously it gives a good chance for the feature race.
Yes, definitely. As Brandon Jackson looking to take his first win in the BTCC and the GP4 OC as a whole.
And
but
there
yeah,
goes Blackwood.
On Mutka, is gonna get him here. Is Mutka gonna try it again? No, he doesn't, or he can't, should I say, as Blackwood is ahead.
So yeah, Blackwood, after spinning on lap 1, has actually managed to get the pack up quite nicely. If you don't have any pace, you will just stay at last, but he's actually managed to get into P17.
Yeah.
Overtaking the cars one by one.
3 laps remaining then. Yeah, Blackwood, I mean, he's gotten through the slower cars at the back pretty well, in my opinion. But, yeah, you know, what was I going to say? I don't think he'll be in the best position for the sprint race, considering that he needs to score points. But let's see, anything can happen.
Oh, Koenig makes a mistake there.
Yeah, I think that's the second time he's gone a bit wide. Yeah, the understeer gets on the curbing a bit.
Top 10 looks like it's going to stay like this. The only potential fight there's Holloway versus Arfield.
Yeah, this could shape up to be a pretty good
But
battle.
here's Carpenter on Blakemore.
As Owen Carpenter's going to be on the inside, heading into Stowe. Can the BMW try to get it? I think he is going to get it, and he does. Good stuff.
Yeah, quite easily
From
gets
Owen.
him.
Yeah, got him very, very easily. Almost no resistance, but I don't know. I shouldn't say anything. Yeah, Carpenter proving to have pretty good pace. As he's just kind of been cutting his way through the field as well. But yeah, I think he'll be in a pretty good spot for the sprint race as well, as we are on lap 14 of 15. Here is your race leader, Brandon Jackson, in the Nissan Castrol racing car. And here's your man in the P3, Julian Almeida from Argentina. Almeida done pretty well in this race as well, up 2 positions from a start, overtook both Fitzwater and FG, and now he will get a nice little podium for the feature race, and he has a pretty good chance of starting in his... Yeah, Holloway's trying it on our field here, as he's chasing down the RKR Secolane Vauxhall. Pretty big shoes he's filling, Michael Orfield. Obviously replacing the great Jesus Perignon. What a guy. As Holloway now trying to put the pressure on Orfield on the outside. Can't get it though. Really putting the pressure on Orfield at the moment.
Okay, there he comes. Oh, he switches to the inside, and I think that's the move done for Holloway.
Yep. And thank you for correcting me, Joe. I accidentally said Vauxhall, but it's supposed to be Peugeot.
Jackson has started the final lap of the race, and we will soon see as he crosses the finish line to win the sprint race.
Yeah, it's been a very good drive from Brandon Jackson, hasn't it? He had a really strong qualifying, just got beaten by Mortelli there in the end, and then got him on the first or second lap something.
Yeah, it was on the first few laps when he got him, and unlike in FE yesterday where the race leader pushed too much and crashed out, Jackson has just kept a 1.5 gap and is comfortably getting across the line soon to win this race.
Yeah, very strong drive from Brandon Jackson. I think he's going to be quite happy with taking his first win on home soil as well, and in the home of British motor racing at no other place than Silverstone. We see the marshals running out to wave with the flags. Brandon Jackson for Nissan Castrol Racing. He's done everything he needs to today, as Brandon Jackson only has 1 corner to go. And Brandon Jackson, it's a home race win for the Brit, as he will cross the line to win the feature race here at Silverstone. What? Oh yeah. Oops. But yeah, Brandon Jackson wins the sprint race at Silverstone.
And yeah, all of the cars. Sasanov P6, that's a good result for his championship ambitions. Tilderslev 7th, Holloway 8th, Arfield 9th, and Nilsson gets the final point. And the Barros manages to get P11, Carpenter 12th, Moore gets across the line 13th, then Borki, Martins, Blackwood, Gonzalez, Mutka, Peter, and Koenig, and Newaville, and coming last into the line will be Sturt, who had the damage on his car early on.
Yeah, shame for James Sturt. I think he could have done a bit better today, but he'll be starting last for race 2, unfortunately. As we're just waiting for him to cross the line, rounding Woodcut now.
And that's the race over.
Very interesting race then.
And first we will check the lap chart. So Moratelli and Jackson were the 2 people who led laps on this race. And so here is the full race result.
Yeah, Brandon Jackson takes the victory. Do we go through the race results? Because this is also the same as the starting grid, so I was just wondering.
Yeah, we can. I'm just going to scroll through them and then we can tell it on the
Yeah.
grid. And let's watch the fastest lap of the race goes to Brandon Jackson as well. So next up, the stream will stay on. We will stay in voice, but maybe we will be a little bit quiet as I'll be creating the grid for the feature race. So that screen will go black on your part, but the stream will stay on. So this will take like 5 to 10 minutes probably, maybe 15 if. But yeah. It's time to create the grid for the feature race. As I'll find my text file where I will put the race result so I can edit the grid.
Yes.
So because GP4 doesn't of course have any system to make this automatic, because it's designed for F1 and in F1 there's only one race, or was only one race. Now there's of course the sprint races in F1, which I do not like.
Yeah. Demon puts in chat, let's see if I'll be able to finish my first feature race this season.
Yeah, so I guess he hasn't finished a feature race yet.
Let me check. No, he hasn't.
That's surprising.
Yeah, he's retired in all the feature races.
Damn. That's some bad luck. Maybe this time he gets a little bit lucky.
Yeah.
And going to exit. And then I will just need to make the starting grid on the text file. And there. Okay, so this should not take that long. And the grid is ready.
Yes.
Now I will load up the game again. Of course, the feature race will have a mandatory pit stop and all that stuff. It's a little bit longer race. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah.
As a Windows Defender wants to talk with me about GP4, but I don't want to talk to Windows Defender.
Yeah, I was just thinking about GP4. It kept detecting everything as a virus.
And I think I have it. Wait, that's the wrong Silverstone. Okay, yeah, now I have the right Silverstone. And yeah, I'm going to this and this. So screen share to you and screen for the stream. And there we go. 30 laps. Wait, I'm trying to... Yeah, it's all good. We can do the grid now.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we can do 4x4. So Brandon Jackson on pole position, Caio Moratelli. Second, Julian Almeida, P3. Miran Evci, P4.
And in P5 we have Zachary Fitzwater, followed by Andrei Sazonov in P6. Jake Tildesley's P7 with Toby Holloway in P8. Good climb from Jake Tildesley in the sprint race, as he will have a pretty good qualifying, or pretty good starting grid now in the feature.
Yeah, and Michael Orfield is in P9 and Emil Nilsson in P10 with the wrong way car, of course, the meme of BTCC grids. And then we have Bruno de Barros, the most experienced driver on the grid, and Owen Carpenter, P12.
Blake Moore starts P13 as Patrick Borghi for Nissan Castrol Racing is in 14th place, followed by Jonatas Martins for Renault, and then it's Jafari Blackwood. Bit of a horrible sprint race it was for him. He starts P16.
Then we have Rubinho Gonzalez, one of the drivers who have not done that well this season. Then we have Simon Mutka, who is trying to get his first finishing position in the feature race. And in P19 and P20, Igor Peter and Marvo Koenig, the teammates for Team Dynamic.
And the final two cars on the grid are Bella Nourville and James Sturt. So the weather, it's a bit cloudy then.
But dry.
Tiny, yeah, it's dry. I was just gonna say it's a tiny bit of rain, but that won't come.
Yeah,
that'll
that's
only
going to
after the
be
race.
2 hours from now. The rain.
Yeah, let's just say we won't be expecting any rain.
Anyway, I think we can start the race now.
Yes. I think we should also mention one thing about Simon Mutka, is that he has not finished a single feature race in the season yet.
Yep,
so
that's what I think. That's his main goal for today, is to finish this race.
Hopefully he can. We'll hope that favors can turn it around, but let's see as the lights will start to come on. Brandon Jackson's on pole, Caio Moratelli in P2. Let's see if Jackson can hold the lead as we have 5 lights. And we are on their way at Silverstone. And it's a good start for Brandon Jackson. I think he's held the lead from Moratelli as he has now. Yeah, very, very good start for Brandon Jackson as Almeida already alongside Kaya Moratelli, I think, no, Moratelli's held the P2 then, as we mean FG's trying it on Almeida now. FG tucking in behind the Argentinian though, as it is Jackson who leads from Moratelli, Almeida, FG, and then I think it's Fitzwater. So no change in the top 4, then after top 5 after the start.
Wait, is that what I think it is on the track?
I think it might be, Yuri.
The track is wet. What is happening here?
It's raining as Almeida tries it on Kaya Martelli, gets past. It is really raining. What on earth? I thought there was no rain.
No, none of us. I don't think any of the drivers expected. I think all of them are on the dry tires as well.
Yeah. GP4, what is going on? As yeah, that was Almeida getting past in the midst of that. FG's down to P5. I think Fitzwater got past the Swede. As Newer Vila and Peter are going side by side.
It's completely dry here.
That is contact and Moratelli's round. Almeida off into the gravel, and that's held him up massively. FG through, as he's P2 now. So that's benefited him. But what happened there?
Are they able to continue?
Almeida is down to P20, and what a shame for Julian Almeida.
Oh, and Jackson has a huge lead at the front now.
Yeah, you might as well just crown Jackson the winner, but yeah, Brandon Jackson will take it home for sure.
I do think that the rain at the middle of the track must have surprised the drivers of here, because it's dry here. As Fitzwater gets into P3, I think.
Yeah, Fitzwater and Holloway side by side. Oh, through Maggots and Beckett's. But Holloway does defend from Zachary Fitzwater. As Brandon Jackson leads from Miran FG, from Toby Holloway, and then from Zachary Fitzwater. But it might be from Andrei Sazonov, as Sazonov's going to try it on the Australian, as the two are going to go side by side. Sazonov on the inside as the rain's really kicking in here. Wow. One part of the track is completely dry, the other is completely wet.
Yeah, well, it's interesting local rain here.
Yeah. Something weird is going on with the weather in Silverstone, but I think the track's going to dry out shortly, I think.
Yeah.
So when Carpenter is trying it on Patrick Borey, might be Koenig trying it on Carpenter. Does not work though. As there's Holloway defending from Sazonov. Sazonov's got Carpenter. Fitzwater, and Sazonov's trying to get his way into the points.
Oh,
can he do it though? No, he can't. Oh, he lost massive amounts of time. He's all the way down to P6.
Let's see what happened. He tries to overtake Holloway, and then on the outside line, it's not good place. He had to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, wow, absolutely no grip. But you could see the dry line emerging there.
Yep, and I do think the dry tires were the right choice, but the second sector has been very tricky for the drivers because of that.
It really has, as Fitzwater trying to get Holloway, that is, as Nilsson, who's going to go up to P5, is now trying Zachary Fitzwater, and he gets it, that is Sazonov, and he gets it done on the Russian.
Blackwood has gained 8 positions in 3 laps.
Yeah, Blackwood is P8.
Yeah, he's really gained in all of this.
Yeah, Blackwood has done really, really well. Holloway's up 5, Nilsson is up 5, De Barros is up 4. As I think Fitzwater and Sazon are going back and forth. Very, very close dueling here, as De Barros trying it on Emil Nilsson now. Both of them going side by side. As it's going to be Nilsson and De Barros still side by side, heading through the Vale chicane. De Barros just ahead, I think. And I think he is going to hold that P6 for now. As Jafari Blackwood is just lurking behind there. He's going to try and pick up the scraps from that battle. As Fitzwater is trying it on Holloway now on the inside. And the Australian gets it done. on Toby Holloway. That is Fitzwater into the podium, I believe, for the first time this season. Zachary Fitzwater, who, mind you, hasn't scored any points this season, is currently running in the podium place for the first time in this season as Brandon Jackson sets the fastest lap.
He's
at the
gone
moment.
after the lap 1 stuff.
Yeah. As De Barros now trying it on Andrei Sazonov into Cops, but I don't think he's close enough to do it. No, he's not. So both holding station as Sazonov trying to get Holloway as well through Magazine. Is that really gonna work? I don't think it is. It does not.
Oh, Holloway goes!
Oh, Holloway, and he's into the grass. Spins round. Pretty good save. Watch out, Toby. It does make it unsafe into the track. Good rejoin from him, but wow. And that has cost him massively. As this Sazonov. But he backs out of it. So that's just, just goes complete understeer. Spins around 360 degrees. Rejoins P13.
Luckily nobody hits him.
Yeah, Tillisley and Martins were I think side by side there.
Oh, look,
So,
look at what's happening up there, up here.
Wow, what is going on here? It's almost 3 wide. There
the
at the
Barros
back.
is
4:15.5. The Barros spins 180 degrees. That's the Brazilian spun round. And I think that actually was just a mistake from him. I think he went on the outside. I think it's still wet there. He gets the car back rolling, but he's last place now.
No, I think he hits.
Sazonov, yeah.
He hits Sazonov and spins out.
Was very, very aggressive defending from Andrei Sazonov. So I don't know, but Nilsson and Blackwood side by side is... the Barros is still trying to make his way back onto the circuit. He rejoins P22. A shame for Bruno.
Look at this. This is absolutely crazy stuff here.
Yeah, very, very chaotic race. Just complete opposite to the sprint. As Ewan Carpenter, Owen, I keep pronouncing it wrong. Julian Almeida trying to claw his way back as he's getting Owen Carpenter and getting Owen Carpenter now as the two are going to be side by side. Almeida trying to get it past the two wheel to wheel. It's going to be Almeida on the inside. Holloway trying to pick up the scrap. So does Newerville. I think he has it though. He does.
Almeida's got him.
Yeah, very nice battle between the two. As Brandon Jackson just absolutely pulled away from everyone. Jake Tillisley though, he is don't know who was dealing with. Here's Toby Holloway as he goes side by side with Owen Carpenter. Bella Newerville trying to pick up on the scraps there as well as Newerville side by side with Toby Holloway now. Can Marvo Koenig get past as well? Yes, he can. As Koenig now on the back of Newerville. Carpenter remains in P13 though. So Almeida pulling away. Almeida showing great pace as he's cutting his way through the field. Here's Koenig on Newerville now. As it's the German versus the Belgian. As Koenig's going to be on the inside of the Volvo driver. As we go into the rainy part of the track. Weird how the track isn't drying up yet. I thought it would by now. But I think... Did Newerville get that done? I don't know. As Peter and Sturt were dueling.
Oh, what's
as
happened
that is
to
Igor.
Peter here?
Yeah, going very, very... I think...
Off the track? What's going on with Peter?
I was thinking maybe he was retiring. I don't know.
No, he just slides off the track. In
wow.
very slow speed.
I think that corner is just really, really slippery.
Definitely is, and the Barros is trying to recover after that spin. The track seems to be drying, but the second sector is still so wet that the drivers have to just take it really carefully, otherwise it will cause some spins and mistakes.
Yeah. In the meanwhile, here's Miran Energy as Andrei Sazonov has the fastest lap. He's just been chilling the entire race. 14.2 seconds to Jackson. Fitzwater is about 2 seconds behind. So I don't think he has to worry about... I think Fitzwater might be catching, though. As here is Brandon Jackson, our race leader. Can he make it 2 in a row?
It does look very good for Jackson. He's got such an advantage from the start that I don't think there's anybody that can challenge him.
Really, I do agree with you there. And considering that he only has 2 points before this round, as Neuerville is going to try it on Owen Carpenter on the inside and gets it done beautifully. But Koenig was able to get past the pair of them, so I think Neuerville's going to re-overtake Koenig. As I think was that... Now I'm trying to think. Holloway. As here is Zachary Fitzwater. In that beautiful liveried BMW. I think it's a very, very nice livery.
Yeah, I do like the car, as Gonzalez is doing something. And Mutka has overtaken Holloway.
Yeah, very, very nice. From Simon Mutka. As yeah, a lot of very, very strange people in the points at the moment. Obviously, I think Michael Orfield and Emil Nilsson, pretty surprised people in the points. As Nilsson actually, here he is making a move on Caio Moratelli. Into P6 he goes. Moratelli is falling back. Considering that he started P2 as well, it's a pretty, yeah, pretty bad for him. But,
Meanwhile, Fitzwater is on a charge.
yeah, he could definitely get FG in the following laps. Here's Caio Moratelli trying to re-overtake Emil Nilsson. I think Emil's going to shut the door. Yeah, there it goes. As yeah, Zachary Fitzwater all over the back of Miran FG now. He could definitely try the move at any given time. Maybe not into Sector 2, considering that it is quite slippery. But you can see the dry line that's beginning to form. So, yeah, that's at least something.
As Koenig gets it a little bit wide.
Yeah, Koenig's been struggling. The
As there's yellow flag and it's all the two
Almeida.
Fords.
Have the teammates come together? What has happened to Julian Almeida and Jake Tillisley?
Ooh, the cars went flying across the field.
Yeah, so Almeida tries it on the inside. Hits Tillisley. And a pretty big shunt for Tillisley.
Yeah, there's definitely damage in that car.
Yeah, definitely. As Joe said in chat, rule 1 of motorsport: never hit your teammates.
Oh yeah, Almeida just tried a too ambitious move.
Yeah.
And Tildesley manages to get back onto the track. Almeida looks to be a little bit stuck at least. Oh, here he goes.
Oh, yeah, getting back on the track. Tildesley.
Oh yeah, that car is not
Yeah.
100% at all. As Fitzwater is P2.
Yeah, one thing I should mention about Jake Tildesley and his crash, his car tipped over a tiny bit, but he was very, very lucky that it didn't just completely tip over, and he landed on his roof and rolled over.
Leader.
As yeah, he's actually making the move on FG. Fitzwater was able to get past FG while they're focusing on that, as FG's going to try to defend a long way around, but it's not going to work, as Andrei Sazonov gets himself into the podium.
Sazonov is, with these results, he's really stamping his authority on the championship fight.
Yes, Sazonov is just charging through the field. He's doing absolutely greatly, in my opinion. He's really doing what he needs to keep that championship lead. I think he's doing absolutely greatly.
Here's
As
the
Bruno-
Barros fighting for P17.
Yeah, the Barros versus Gonzalez as he goes to the outside. I don't think we see a lot of moves on the outside there. As James Sturt tries to move on the Barros, but does not really work. Here's Brandon Jackson. As he sets the fastest lap. Yeah. It's just time trials for him at the moment now, isn't it? He's just setting fastest lap after fastest lap.
Yeah, not being in the pack is really helping him. As
Oh,
there's some
contact between Sturt and
bump
Peter.
and run for Sturt.
Yeah, well, that was not a very, very clean move from James Sturt, but at least he is ahead.
I think
Julian made...
Peter probably was showing some hand signs in his car.
Yeah.
And here's Sasano fighting Fitzwater, the championship leader, fighting one of the most experienced drivers in the series.
Yeah. Which year did Fitzwater make his debut?
Long time ago. He was in F1 in 2013.
Yeah, that is experience to say the least. Sazonov trying to go around the outside of Zachary Fitzwater. I could actually check. Zachary Fitzwater. Yeah, he made his debut 2011. So he's been in the GP4C for almost 10 seasons. That is incredible.
Yep, and his career hasn't gone the way he's probably wanted, but he's still, you can say he's quite popular among the community and among the other drivers. So, yeah, everybody hopes that he will find his way back into the spotlight.
Yeah. As Owen Carpenter and Marvo Koenig going... Owen Carpenter not able to succeed with the battle with Marvo Koenig, as Shimon Mutka trying to get Carpenter as well. Here's Zachary Fitzwater in the meanwhile, as he's down to P3 as Andrei Sazonov up into P2. You really have to give it to this man, as here he goes into Cops on the inside of the Australian. Just a 1, 2, 3 and gets it done.
Yep, another good performance for Sazonov already.
Yeah, he's doing absolutely greatly. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes the BTCC title, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's definitely been the best driver so far.
Yeah, it's him and Blackwood, in my opinion, but Sazonov's just been on another level, hasn't he?
Yeah, but to be honest, Blackwood had some bad luck on the sprint race, which has made his job a lot more difficult. At least he's managed to gain the positions very well back in this race.
Yeah, Blackwood still done a really, really good recovery job, considering that he was down to dead last at one point. I think he's done very, very well.
Yes, he has. As here's the Barros.
Yeah, the Barros on Patrick Borges. The two are going to go side by side into the wet part of the circuit. The Barros on the inside, and he gets it done. Yeah, you don't want to be on the outside into that corner. Definitely not. Is it that Gonzalez trying it on Borges? Well, no, it's not.
And Jackson just... the pace is unreal at the moment for him.
Yeah, he's just... I mean, I don't know. What did he... Oh, there's a bit of contact between Barros and Holloway, and Holloway's off.
Holloway has to go off the track, and let's see if he gets stuck or not.
Just waiting for the other cars.
I don't think he can move. I think he's out.
That is the first retirement of the session then. Toby Holloway.
Yeah, he's out.
What a shame. So you could see a battle forming here.
It's Martins and more.
Yeah, Martins is gonna have to defend here for P8. think he's gonna try it on the outside. Martin's defense switched to the inside. Into Stone now as we approach the wet part of the circuit. Martin's gonna be at a disadvantage here as he goes on the outside. Yeah. No, he's actually gonna try it again. No, he doesn't. So yeah, that's Martin's down to P9. And yep, there is Toby Holloway. Beached on the gravel, unfortunately. But Martins, I don't think he's done yet. Yeah, here he goes on the outside. As Moore's gonna have to defend now. Oh, very aggressive defending. But yeah, Martins can't get past there. We just saw Toby Holloway in the shot.
Yeah, he's right on the edge of the track. I hope nobody hits him.
Hopefully not. As here's Caio Moratelli. Currently chasing down Emil Nilsson, the Estonian, in the Securicore Toyota. Famously the only car on the grid to start at the wrong way.
Yeah.
On the grid. Impressive how he has such good starts.
I guess the reverse gear is much better. But I wonder where he does then spin the car around the right way.
Yeah. As Martins was actually able to get past Moore again. I just realized.
So
think
the
we
fight
missed that.
continues between those two.
Yeah. As there in the background is Peter and Borje going side by side. Borje is successful defending from the Brazilian.
Holloway is on the track.
Huh.
Well, there's no chance he's getting anything from this race, but at least he can drive.
I appreciate the dedication. How did he get back?
Oh, Sachanov is... wait, is he? I'm trying to change the... Yeah, Sachanov sets the fastest lap of the race now.
Ooh.
And yeah, he's faster than Saxon, but the gap is, because of lap 1, the gap is so ridiculous. I don't think... There's no way he's going to, by just pushing, going to get Saxon. There's no way. The gap is like... okay, that doesn't show the gap. Weird graphics there. But yeah, the gap must be like 20 seconds.
Yeah, it must. As Fitzwater built up a pretty big gap as well, 5.6 ahead of LG. So he's doing pretty well. Zachary Fitzwater gonna score a first podium this season.
17 seconds.
Pretty. Yeah. Oh, second? What? Has he already scored a podium in this season?
Who?
Fitzwater.
I'm pretty sure he hasn't. As Almeida is making a mistake, but a very minor mistake.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have a podium this season.
When is his last podium in the OC as a whole, do you?
Hold on, I actually have to check this. It was actually at Silverstone last year.
Ah.
In 2019, he scored a P2 at the feature race.
So he can at least get something out of this, and looks like Silverstone is a good track for him.
Yeah, it's a bit of a happy hunting ground for the Australian. As Newerville is going to try a move here on Michael Arfield. And she gets it done. Nice move, and that brings the two Volvos into the points. Or they already were, but... Oh, that was Arfield, that was more. But that is the Volvo 850.
Gonzalez is
Are you-
defending hard, but still gets overtaken by Sturt.
Yeah, Sturt's been on just a bit of a chart. We've seen him do a few moves. Thank you for the correction, Joe. I think now that we aren't seeing too many moves on the track area, I would like to ask you one question. What do you think is the best looking car on the BTCC grid?
That's a hard question, to be honest. I do like the Mondeo's livery, to be honest, but also this livery, the BMW, is nice. I do really enjoy this one. The Volvo looks weird, in my opinion. It looks like it instead of belonging into a racetrack, it belongs into somebody's cottage home.
Well, I think that's because we're Scandinavian, we're so used to seeing Volvos, but
Yeah, definitely.
I think probably my favorite would be it's either the BMW or the Volvo. Volvo, totally unbiased, guys.
Yeah, it's not because you're Swedish.
No, totally not. And not because I'm driving for them as well. No, but I think the Peugeot and the BMW look pretty nice. And probably my favorite livery would be the BMW.
But yes, we see Sachanov, who is actually doing his best to catch up to Jackson, it's impressive that he's gaining that much. As you can now from this footage, you can see that the track is drying fast enough where now I don't think Sector 2 is problematic for the drivers anymore.
Yeah, that is very good. As we just saw Jackson lapping Tilsley there without issue, luckily. I think that's probably the first car he's seen in a very, very long while. As Gonzalez tries to re-overtake Sturt again.
Yeah, things are looking good for Jackson.
Really is. Good thing we haven't had any mechanical failures happen, so...
Now
No,
that you said it's
yeah,
going to happen.
I might just jinx it now. As here is Gonzalez trying it on Sturt. Can't succeed with the move though. Actually lost a bit of time there. As Zachary Fitzwater he's just there in P3. I think he'll be happy with a first podium this season. Especially at Silverstone.
Yep, I do agree with that. And here's Mutka making an overtaking move on Koenig, and Mutka has survived half of the feature race now.
He can do it. I believe in him.
And I think the pit stop phase will be starting very soon.
Oh
no
yes,
idea
the
who's
pit
going to
stop.
pit first, but yeah.
I mean, how big of a gap is Jackson leading by? Because I think he could probably like make a free pit stop and still come out first. Or no,
Not quite a free
no,
pit stop.
yeah, a cheap pit stop. Let's say that. As Mutka and Koenig going side by side. Mutka getting just a bit to the wet part of the track. As the Barros now trying it on Mutka. They make
but
contact.
They survived, and it only cost the Barros a little bit of his tire life because he locks up.
Yeah. Oh, bit of panic there.
Yeah, Fitzwater has a comfortable gap in P3. I don't think there's... pace-wise, he will not lose this position.
Yeah, FG is not any faster than Fitzwater, so I think Zachary has the P3 in the bag. I don't want to jinx it again.
Yeah. It's always a risk when you say something.
Yeah, exactly. I found myself jinxing drivers quite a lot when I commentate, especially for my own OC. I keep saying something and then I see that driver getting overtaken or crashing. You know,
There
it's
was
a horrible thing.
lots of that happened in the F1 Belgian GP that happened on Wednesday. For example, in case of Joseph Willows, there were people saying that he's going to finally get a podium this season, and then he gets a puncture.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he in terms of F1, he's having a 2010 like season in terms of reliability. He's not able to finish races in that car.
Yeah, he's just not had the best season in F1, hasn't he? Unfortunately.
But yeah, everybody expects him to be back on top form soon enough.
Yeah. Just give it time and he will be back, I'm sure of it. As here's Sazonov, then. Currently in P2. Yeah, he's been trying to catch up to Fitzwater, or not,
Not
Jackson, yeah. I actually said Fitzwater by accident. I don't know what that gap is, though. If we could see just the graphic pop up. Here's the Barros on Mutka, yeah. As he gets past the Polish driver. And yeah, that gap's 16 seconds. I don't think Andre's catching Jackson by much, in my opinion.
Let's take a look. Okay, so
No.
the tires have worn out a little bit, so Sadzanov is on this lap 2/10 faster than Jackson.
So he is catching.
Yeah, he
Well,
is
we'll
catching, but the gap is quite large.
Yeah, we'll see how it is after the pit stops, I guess. As here's Igor Peter.
Oh, that's Almeida. I think he's having a technical failure, and yes, that is true. He's out of the race.
Aye, and that is the end of a pretty horrid race for Julian Almeida. He looks very, very strong in the sprint, but just a multitude of incidents in the feature race, and his race has come to an end.
Let's see what the failure is. It's a puncture, and it's not even Pirelli tires.
How can this be possible?
So that's an early day off for him.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to get points anyway, so I don't think he is losing out too much with the
No, not at
retirement.
all. Here's Jafari Blackwood in the meanwhile. I think is he gaining on me or energy maybe? I think he might be.
I don't think looking at the fuels is going to help, because I think the fuel consumption seems to be quite low on the track settings, so I will expect the pit stops to start at minimum lap 20. Oh, Jackson is pitting while we were talking about that.
What timing?
And looks like the pit crew is invisible. Yeah, it's the 2008 version of the track. For some reason it has invisible pit crews. Like you cannot see them no matter what you do. So that's interesting. As Fitzwater is going to lead the race for the moment.
Yeah, sorry, hello. As Jackson has now made a stop, Koenig's into the pits. Fitzwater takes the provisional lead of the race. As there's Koenig into the pit lane.
Blackwood is actually catching FG.
Yeah, he is. I did want to ask if Blackwood was catching him.
And as you can see, the first tires are much faster than all tires. Sazonov is way faster than Moratelli in front.
Yeah, wow. But it's gonna have to clear Moratelli as fast as possible.
But I think most of the cars are going to pit very soon, and here goes Sazonov. But yeah, Moratelli is going to do his best to keep him behind as long as possible.
FG pits.
And here goes Sazonov. And not able to get past.
FG and Blackwood on the same strategy. I was expecting Blackwood to try something else to try and get past FG.
Oh, and here's the easy. It's easy move.
Yeah. Gets it done quite easily.
Jackson has almost already caught Fitzwater.
It really goes to show Jackson's pace. And yeah, there's Fitzwater into the pits. So yeah, let's see if how long this stop will be. Shouldn't be too long as Brandon Jackson. Yeah, there's another fastest lap. Who would have guessed? That felt a bit longer than usual.
Yeah, but it was 7.8, so. And the Fitzwater into P4. Oh, P5. But the two in front will pit.
Yeah. So if Fitzwater is X'd out P5, where is FG then? And Blackwood. We should probably see where those two are.
FG is here and Blackwood right behind.
Wow, okay.
And the rest will have to pit in front, I think.
Yeah. So I think everyone just kind of holds station where they are. But I think Blackwood will... I think Blackwood is not too far. Here's James Sturt trying a move on Emil Nilsson. Can't get it done though. Marvo Koenig then trying to move on Patrick Borgi. I think these two have been dueling for a bit. But Koenig on the inside of Borgi, he's going to get it done, and he does. Nice little move from Borgi then. As here is Toby Holloway. Not a very good race for him, was it? Honestly, one thing I was quite surprised about is that no one really went for two differing strategies.
Yeah, usually in these BTCC races the strategies doesn't differ that much anyway.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Fox this lap, Fox this lap. Look after the tyres on in lap.
So here's Fitzwater on Newerville.
Yeah, with the first
Obviously,
tires it's easy.
yeah. Blackwood. Blackwood's got ahead of FG.
Oh, where's that happened?
Yeah, I was asking the same. I want to ask the same thing.
Wait, FG... Oh, he got held up by the pitting car.
Ah,
And Blackwood gets him... That's a little bit unlucky for FG.
it is. But I think Blackwood was still overtaking him either way.
Yeah, it's possible.
So here's Fitzwater going past Jonatas Martins. Easy move.
And the Barros is off.
Oh, yeah.
Has to... Gets back to the track quite easily though.
Luckily didn't make contact with FG or Blackwood there. Andrei Sazonov then, he's back in P2. Question is, how far away is Jackson? We had some guys into the pits. Martins, Newerville, Peter, and now Gonzalez is in as well. So some of the guys further back have come into the pits. Here's Marvel Koenig as he's on the back of
Martins.
yeah, Martins.
Jackson only has 5 laps left before he will be able to get a double win.
Jackson has really proved himself today, hasn't he?
Yep, I think that will give him a chance to maybe fight for the title even.
Yeah, definitely. I guess it's 25 points for both
Oh,
racemen.
oh no, it's Mutko.
Oh no! Please get going, please get going, please. Oh, thank God.
He's back on track, but that was a scare for the driver
Oh.
that's never finished a feature race. A small hit with Borgi and it almost ends his race because the BTCC cars are really difficult to get back going once you stop them.
Yeah. Thank goodness he was able to get back going.
So yeah, so far only one DNF still, which was the puncture for what was his name?
Almeida.
Almeida, yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame. He was doing pretty well.
Well before the crash with his teammate, of course.
Yeah.
And Blackwood.
Newerville is P8. I think she jumped someone. So she's up at 8th place. I think Tildesley's been overtaken.
Yeah, in P18 he is so far. At the moment it looks like the race has really calmed down after the hectic start.
Yeah. I think the drivers are just taking it easy. Sazanov's not really catching Jackson either.
There are almost no fights on the track at the moment. Everybody's, I think everybody's done for today.
Yeah. I think they just want to finish, wrap this up and go home. And, well, they'll get to do that pretty soon. 4 laps remaining. Silence in the comms box, says Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, not really much to say, is there?
I actually don't even have the chat working for me at the moment. Let's try to get there.
Well, we'll have a new race winner, I guess, in BTCC.
Only driver who has kept his position instead of either gaining or losing.
Yeah. God, Moratelli just absolutely lost it. Down 5 places. You'd think that he spun or something, but no, he just lost all of them.
Yeah, and did I see Blackwood got 14 positions or something like that?
Yeah, wow.
Oh, the whole race hasn't been dull. It's just it was just these last few laps. Like the first half was amazing, to be honest.
Yeah, it really, really was. We had some great battles and stuff. I think now that it just dried, you know, it's getting a bit...
Bruno de Barros of all people sets the fastest lap.
Where did he come from?
Where is he on the track even? P15.
Very, very strange.
As it looks like Evci might be in a little bit trouble against Nilsson. And the Koenig and Moore are fighting for the last points finish. So it's not all just driving around a Sunday drive.
Yeah. It's a battle for the points at least. So at least we're seeing something. But, yeah, not a lot happening. Oh, actually, is he trying it? Yeah, he is. Look at that.
Ooh.
Into Magnus and Beckett.
But yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah. He's got to try it again, though, on the inside. I think that's going to work, though.
Yeah,
That's
he's got it as Tildeslayer is pitting. Why
very
is
late
he
pit stop.
pitting? Why did he pit? Yeah, he had damage, but he has 6.8 laps of fuel remaining.
I don't know.
Well, I don't think
That
it
is
matters for him, but yeah. Okay then. As Jackson is on the... Oh, it's the barrels now.
the man who set the fastest lap a few laps ago has beached himself into the gravel.
And
Take that, Thirst.
I don't think he can he get out? Looks
Oh,
like
maybe.
he might be able to get out.
Easy does
Oh,
Bruno.
now he... Okay, he's had to wait for a bit.
Can he do it? Oh,
Bruno de Baroff.
oh. Slow and steady.
Yeah, the cars are so spread out that he has to wait whenever this happens. As Jackson has started his final lap, we will get the replay. Actually, let's do the replay now. So yeah, I think he hits Sturt, and oh,
No,
he just
yeah, no, yeah.
he tried it
Yeah,
a
no,
little
that
bit
was...
too ambitious.
Yeah, no, totally the barrel's fault. He understeered after he made the moves completely into Sturt. Nothing
And I
James
think
could have
now
done
he's
there.
completely stuck
Yeah.
for the moment. I mean, so where is our race here's our race leader.
What a result for him. Brandon Jackson.
And the Barros is out.
On the final lap as well.
At least he gets the fastest lap, I guess.
Yeah. Actually, Jackson might still in the final lap, but let's see.
No, he was 3/10 off.
Oh, okay. But, yeah, Brandon Jackson then. It's been an absolutely great weekend for him, it must be said, really.
Yes, definitely. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah. He's done real well. Oh, there was Bruno. But yeah, it's been a pretty hectic race.
As,
Turned out to be...
Zachary Fitzwater is celebrating in his car.
Yeah. But Brandon Jackson, what a race it has been, as he's gonna take a
Nilsson
second
has
home
overtaken
win.
Evertsy.
Oh, but Brandon Jackson
Oh, wait.
makes it...
What's happening in P5? As Jackson wins, we have to do a replay when those two get on the finish line.
Yeah, Sazon was gonna come on P2. Brilliant from him, as he's done great this weekend as well. But who's gonna be P5, may I wonder? As Evgy and Nilsson were doing, I think. Zachary Fitzwater, though. First podium since 2019.
Well done.
I think Zach will be pretty happy with that. And he is.
As here's Blackwood.
I think Evgy's got the P5. No, they're actually still at it. They're side by side. No, they're not.
Okay, so let's take a look, because there was definitely something going on with this. So here's Nilsson and Evgy. And Ooh, Nilsson nearly gets it on the last dive, but is just not able to. Which means that FG is going to finish P5 in this race. Nilsson 6th, Moratelli 7th.
Ooh, Martelli almost got him on the line though.
And the final point goes to Blake Moore. Mutka finishes the race.
Yes. Finally.
And that's it. Let's check the lap chart. So drivers that led the race were Brandon Jackson, Zachary Fitzwater, and yeah, those two only led the race at one point.
Yeah, just look at, hold on, the first few laps of the lap chart. Look at that. Just absolutely all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, for everybody else except for Jackson. And then here is the full race results. So I think we can do the first 11 and I'll do the final part.
Okay, so Brandon Jackson makes it 2-2 as he takes both wins in both races here at Silverstone. As Andrei Sazonov finishes P2 to keep to extend his championship lead. Zachary Fitzwater is P3, a first podium since 2019 for him. As Jafari Blackwood finishes P4, Miran Evji was just able to beat out Emil Nilsson to P5. Evji finishes P5, Nilsson is P6. As Kaja Moratelli, just a not very good race for him. He finishes all the way down at P7. As Bella Neurville is P8 to make it to get both Volvos in the points. Jonatas Martins is P9 as Blake Moore rounds out the points in P10. Then it's Marvel Koenig in P11.
So P12 Michael Arfield, P13 Owen Carpenter, P14 James Stewart, P15, not 16, 15 Jaimon Mutka, who finally finishes a feature race, so well done to him. And Igor Peter is the last car on the lead lap in P16. One lap down, Rubinho Gonzalez, Patrick Borgi and Jake Gildeslew. And 2 laps down, Toby Holloway, who lost lots of laps in the incident and just still kept on going. Bruno de Barros, 3 laps down, he retired on the almost at the end of the race, and Julian Almeida had a puncture. And Bruno de Barros gets the fastest lap, which is interesting considering he was nowhere near the top.
Yeah, funny how de Barros got it, but yeah.
And here's the rest of the fastest lap chart. And yeah, I think that's it for the Silverstone 1 round of the BTCC Championship. So next we will end the stream, and later today we will have the tiering revamp announcement, part 1 out of 2. So be on the lookout for that, and see you all next time.
Yes, goodbye.